set. All day, every day.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Touchdown, defense. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Double up. Flare. He's crashing. He's trying to run.
Watson now to throw. It's complete. Stills. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Johnson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, what is? Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, check it.
Brady now on first down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check it, reload. Hey, check 23 lit now. Watch it. Shift. Hatch it.
Here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Under 10. Ozzy. 50.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Round 80. You don't want none. Rush in. Hey, 4-1 Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Hey, 66. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, check 24. Go bandit.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week, it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
This is it. 19. Come on, let's go. 9. Everyone got 4. 4 down. Undercut. On 31. That's it. Hey, we got 9 of them. Go.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Watson. Flush to his right. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
Here's Watson. Dancing to his left, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. About guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Here we go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Off. Regular. Watch out. Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
72. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Bring it. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping. Goal 50. Check 13. Alert.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. A dump underneath to Jones. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I smell fear in that offense. He's checking. Crash. Check now. Hey, Alabama. Rip.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
29. Alpha. Hey, switch gears. Let's go no, 66. Come on, switch it. Kill.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike alert! Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Here we go. Alert! Hey, Bolt 66. Watch the shift. Check, check.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Wait, wait, 20. Alert! Strip that ball. Check 4, check 4. Regular. Hey, check Mike 20. Go bandit. 27. Watch the run. Shift. Jim. 53, Linda. Check. When he hit.
On first down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 55. Right there.
Here's Brady to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
At the 12:50. Alpha. I'm here all day. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Say, Foxtrot. 53, down.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Check 54. Check 9, alert.
On second and 1, Watson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He completes it to Evans. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's a gain of 29. And the Buccaneers first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, 66. Check three. Check. Alert. Hot. Slam. 72.
Brady now to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, 4-1's Mike. He's tired of you. Rip.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Complete to Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Wait, 20. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Slam. Watch twist. Check it. He's coming. We got the
This is Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Reload. Tighten up. Kill. Hey, check it. Kill. Turn up. Sugar.
They'll go with Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. It certainly worked, but that was a gutsy call to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, not sure I would have made that call, but give them a ton of credit for deciding to go for it and not only doing it, but doing it in fine fashion. Takes me back to this summer when we were touring camps. Remember we watched them practice, and they worked hard in these situations, and they blocked it up perfectly.
And defensively, they were so worried about the line of scrimmage. Once he got past that first wave of tacklers, goodbye.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go to Johnson again. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Slam. Slam. Check 45 at the mic. Check 45 at the mic. They can't hang with us.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Set. 19. All day. 79. 54.
On first down, it's Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
SOS. Ozzy. Check 52. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, Alabama.
Brady going to throw. And he's going to go down again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. The first down carry here for Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Johnson. Finding some room at midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
54. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Back to throw, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Sugar! Watch the twist. Deuce. Hey, ball 66.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Check. Fresno. Kill.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Switch. He's coming. Double up. 72. He's coming. Double up. Check it.
They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Switch. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shadow.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, nice move. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Wait, that's round 80. Round 80. All day, dog.
Brady to throw. Jones has it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to throw. That's caught by Howard, and he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch tight end. Key to tight end. Hey, we got 3 down. Watch it. Let's go on. No, 66. 41. Mike, 41. Hey, Alpha. Regular.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Back to you. Let's go.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Houston, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.